अस्त्युत्तरस्यां दिशि देवतात्मा हिमालयो नाम न गान्धिराजः पूर्वापरौ तोयनिधिव गाह्य स्थितः पृथिव्या इव मानदण्डः. We have just two more shlokas in this Sarga. Tadidam parirakṣa shobhane bhavitavya priya sangamam vapuhu api vita jala tapatyaye punaroghe nahi yujjate nadi. So the Ashariri Vak concludes its speech by saying that, so protect your own body, which is like a nadi that from where the waters have been dried up. So definitely punaroghena, just as how the waters of the nadi of the river is also going to get filled up, in the same manner your body will also need a vehicle to enjoy when Ananga comes back after the end of his curse. Okay, so itham rate kimapi bhutam adrishya roopam mandi chakara marana vyavasaya buddhim tatpratyayat cha kusumayudha bandhurenam ashwasayat samabhivriddha rasaihi vachobihi. At the end of a sarga, sometimes anywhere between 1 to 4 shlokas can be of different meter. There is no upper limit as to what how many number of shlokas can change meter. Usually the last shloka is definitely of a different meter. In some cases you will find 3-4 shlokas will be of different meters. Here he gives us 2 shlokas which are of different meters. So this one is, I think, Vasanta Tilaka. Yes, Vasanta Tilaka. Itham rate kimapi bhutam adrishya roopam mandi chakara marana vyavasaya buddhim. Itham ratehe marana vyavasaya buddhim kinchit kimapi marana vyavasaya buddhim atava kimapi adrishya roopam bhutam ratehe marana vyavasaya buddhim mandi chakara. Some unknown, kimapi adrishya roopam, akasha bhashitam iti. So some form, bhutam, which is adrishya roopam, anirvachaniyam, kimapi ityukte tatra anirvachaniyam ityeva. What we cannot specify what it is. Tadrisham adrishya roopam, which did not have any form, or we could not see the form of that particular being which was trying to say, that being, kimapi bhutam, ratehe marana vyavasaya buddhim mandi chakara. It slowed down, or it sort of, that which was very fervent, it just brought it down a little bit. So she wanted to follow her husband. So marana vyavasaya buddhihi ya asita tasyaha manasi. So that vyavasaya, effort to kill herself, that thought was a little bit slowed down. Now this became Vipralamba Shringara instead of Karuna. So slowly, that's what he's trying to say. Tat pratyayat cha kusumayudha bandhuhu enam ashwasayat samabhivriddha rasaihi vachobihi. Tat pratyayat, out of a belief in that words, in the words of that roopam, adrishya roopam, bhutam, Kusumayudha bandhuhu Vasantaha api, the relative or the friend of Manmatha, also tried to console her. Enam ashwasayat katham samabhivriddha rasaihi vachobihi, with words that were increasing in rasa. That is, they were very he tried to tell her, don't do this, as tried to emphasize that you should not lose hope ityadikam. To tatra uktva evam madhuraihi vachobihi tatra tam ashwasayat. So he also consoled her with very sweet words there.
Once again, you were saying the rasa is changing from which rasa to which rasa?
Karuna to Vipralambha, because she has a hope of meeting him again. It is just love in separation.
Is this what they call rasa shabalata, or one of those stages?
Not rasa shabalata. This is more like two rasas. It doesn't change. So Marana Vyavasaya leads to Karunam here. The first part is more like, so the first part itself, it has already now, the mood is not from, it is not Karunam, but it is slowly changing to Vipralambha. That, yeah, that's all. There is no, there's no mention of that kind of a, you can't take that as a suggestion here. Just a, the shloka does not reveal it. That's what I'm saying.
So, in this Prataparudriyam, they mention those stages, right? In the Rasa Shabalata, Rasa Idu,
Bhavam da solluva, not Rasa.
Bhava. Yeah. So in that, so this is the beginning of Vipralamba Shringara. There's a bhava that is starting here, right?
Rati bhavam is still not seen here, is what I'm saying. In the descriptions, there is no passion that can come. I am just telling you, that's all. There is nothing that is revealed here as such.
Fine, got it.
So it's just a simple thing of, she stopped, she did not attempt suicide, that's all.
Got it.
And he also consoled her. Nothing else is there as such. But we need that movement from Karunam to Vipralambha, so that the next stage can be Shantam for tapas, and then Shringara. So you need an interlude rasa to bring in Shringara between Shiva and Parvati later, right? So that's
and that is the Shanta is the interlude.
The Shantam becomes the interlude. It's not Vipralambha. So Shantam, which is in the form of tapas, becomes the interlude.
Bodhe, in Sundarakandam, when Hanuman is also consoling Sita in a similar context, is it also from Karuna to Vipralamba, or is it a different opposite there?
Anga, we need to look at the... So, see, there is one thing called what we assume as rasas. There is another thing as to what the Kavi brings out through the Dvani. So you need to look at the particular shlokas and how it transforms in the Vachyartha, and then how the Vyangyartha is able to bring out the rasa. I might describe it in that manner, but the dialogues should be revealing of those rasas. You understand? It goes by the words that are there in the shloka.
What you're saying is rasa is not our experience, but what the Kavi intends, no?
The Kavi should also try to... So what we experience through the words of the Kavi. Let me put it that way. Not just what simply we imagine, sit back and think about it. That is our interpretation of many things. That's different. First, there should be clues in the form of Kavi's words. Akashavanim upasamharati. So this is a conclusion of the Akashavani. Itham adrishya rupam kimapi bhutam ratehe maranavyavasaya buddhim itham mandi chakara. Adrishya rupam, adrishyam drashtum ashakyam rupam shariram yasya. So for something that is the being, he doesn't say that there is no ashariri. In Tamil Lanamanda we say ashariri vak. There is no sharira iti. Here Kālidāsa uses a very nice word by saying we are not able to see the rupam that is there for that being. That doesn't mean it doesn't have a shariram, no? Tasya tu rupam vidyate prayaha. Asmakam tu tatra chakshu pratyaksham nasti iti. So adrishya rupam. It is in a form which is not perceivable through the eyes. So drashtum ashakyam rupam shariram yasya kimapi anirdeshyam anena akasha bhashitasyapi vishwasaniyata pratipadita. So it is something that I cannot pinpoint and say, but there should be something behind it. So akasha bhashitam has some sort of we can believe in it. Atayeva tat pratyayat cha iti uttarardhe bhakshyati. So because of the belief in that akasha bhashitam, Madhu also tries to console her. Iti tat pratyayat. Pratyayaha tu vishwasaha. Tasmad dvitiya pade api evameva uktam. Uttarardhe. So bhutam daiva visheshaha idamapi vishwasaniyatve hetuhu. So one is, we don't see the form of it, but we hear the voice. the voice itself is like a pramanam for us. The second is, it is a bhutam in the sense of a deva visheshaha. So divyatvat, tatra, there is an extra belief that we can arrive at. Saratehe kamadeva bharyayaha. Maranam.
So the word pratyaya, of course, in Vyakaranam it means a different thing. Pratyaya can mean a thought. Here it means vishwasaha, like it means Kim, what precisely is it?
Yeah, pratyayaha is vishwasaha only. That's what I know.
Vishwasaha. Okay. So that pratyaya. So by that reassurance itiva, by that reassurance iti.
Conviction, it's more like a belief or faith.
Oh, by that faith itiva.
There is a faith towards that Ashari, that Akasha Bhashitam that he has, no?
So that is
Rati
the faith.
Gacchati iti.
So that is the faith that is in Rati. That is Rati's Vishwasa. That is Rati's.
No, inge vandu tat pratyayat points out to the Uttarardha, which is Vasanta also, who has a faith towards that words.
Okay.
The first part is Rati's faith. Okay. So idamapi vishwasaniyatve hetuhu, being a daiva vishesha. Ratehe kamadeva bharyayaha marana vyavasaya buddhim marane dehatyage vyavasayaha nischyaha. I thought vyavasaya was always an effort. Here he says nischaya.
But it's carried in Gita also. Vyavasayatmika buddhihi. Ekeha.
Correct. Nischayatmika buddhihi ityeva. Correct. So dehatyage nischyaha yasyaha buddhehe tadrisha buddhim mandi chakara nischaya buddhim alpi chakara natu nishesham apachakara. It did not remove it completely, because if she, that is somewhat the effect of it is a little dull end here. So nishesha apaharanam tu madhava vachanat asid ityaha. So that is why she needed the consoling words of Vasanta, as mentioned in the second half of the shloka. Kusumayudha bandhuscha tat pratyayat vachobhihi enam ashvasayat. Kusumayudha bandhuhu bandhubhutaha vasantaha. Kamadevasya bandhubhutaha vasantaha. Chakaraha tu shabdarthaha. So kusumayudhascha ityar, there you can take it as tu. Kusumayudha bandhustu madhavastu iti. Tat pratyayat tasmin bhuta vachasi pratyayat vishwasat. Because of a vishwasa, a belief in the words of that bhuta vishesha. Pratyayaha adhina shapatha jnana vishwasa hetushu. Okay, it has hetu. Hetu can also mean pratyaya.
So can you go back, Mohoday? You said that's why she needed an emotion and purila.
In that, that's why she needed.
Nishesha paharanam angavanda, she said that's why.
So the first part, when he finished the shloka, the first half of the shloka says Marana vyavasaya buddhim mandi chakara. So which means it just became a little bit dull. If it had to go out completely, nishesha apaharanam, that could happen only when a bandhu sits and consoles you more and more, right? Talks to you. That is needed. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what he means. So bahuvachanena vachobhihi vagbhihi bahuvachanena vachasaha bahuprakaratvam uktam. So the vak has different varieties of vak here. He uses different ways to convince her not to go, right? So the ways that he could have used is being imagined by the Vyakhyata here. Kripaloho parameshwarasya anucharanam keshanchit vachanameva idam. Because he said bhuta visheshaha kimapi bhutam adrishya rupam iti. We know that bhuta ganas are usually Shiva's anucharaha, right? Rudranucharaha eva tatra bhuta ganaha iti karanat prayaha madhavasya evam vachanam asit kripaloho parameshwarasya. Because Parameshwara is a person who immediately dayapurnaha bhavati iti karanat tasya anucharanam keshanchit vachanameva idam. So it probably is one of his followers or devotees' words. This is his own, the Vyakhyata's interpretation here. Vachobhihi iti.
It's very nice, but just let me take you back a little bit. Sorry to take you back
No,
all.
no, yeah.
Chakarastu shabdarte nama kim?
Enga?
Mela.
Tu shabdarthaha.
Chakaraha tu shabdarte abdina?
No. Chakaraha is equal to tu.
Oh, shakaraha equal to tu. Oh,
Instead of kusumayudha bandhuhu, tu cha, you take it as tu.
Yeah, so the word cha can also mean but. Inga and the madri. Chakaraha tu shabdarte iti.
Yes.
Right? So in some like in the situation. Okay. Correct. And the Amara reference is saying pratyaya is the word and it comes in the meanings of adhina, which means subordinate.
Yes.
Shapatha meaning vow.
Shapadam edukkirathu.
Pratignya. Jnana, knowledge, vishwasa, and then hetu. So in hetu edukkiringa?
தெரியலையே. ஹேது இங்க இல்ல. எங்க வருதுன்னு எனக்கு ரெஃபரன்ஸ் தெரியல.
அப்படியா? Okay.
இதெல்லாம் இந்த மீனிங்ஸ்ல இருக்கு. Because it is in Saptami, these are all the different meanings in which pratyaya word can be used. எனக்கு சர்ப்ரைஸா இருந்தது ஹேதுங்கிறது. நான் கேள்விப்பட்டது இல்ல. அதனால I'm just thinking. So the first thought here is Kripaloho Parameshwarasya Anucharanam Keshanchit Vachanameva Idam. This could be the words of one of the Bhutaganas. Mahavritha Shariram Vinashaya. Do not unnecessarily destroy your body. Second one. Third. Avasyam Priyasangamaha Maranena Vina Bhavishyati Ityadi Rupaihi iti bhava. So definitely you will be able to meet with your Priya, your beloved, Maranena Vina, without dying, because she thought I wanted to immediately go. So Chitam Tatra Rachaya Ityadikam, right? So you're the fit person to take me to the Chita. All of those words, Madhava probably keeps it in his mind and he wants to console her with those words. So Avashyam, definitely, Priyasangamaha, the meeting with your beloved will happen, Bhavishyati, without Maranam.
Because her thought was that she would die and then meet with him.
Yeah.
That was her thought. But now he's saying without that also you will meet with him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why he uses the Bahuvachanam for Vachobihi. Vasanta Vachasam Ashvasakaritvam Samabhibridha Rasaihi Samyak Abhibridhaha Rasaha Anuragaha. So rasa can be used in different meaning, like Shringarado, Shringara Hasya Karuna Ityadi. Visham is also rasaha. Viryam, Gunaha, Ragaha, like a passion, that's Anuragaha, an attachment, kind of thing. So Drava, any kind of rasa is liquid. The Simhangarde, is it a kosha? I don't know. I've heard of...
Amarasimha kila?
தெரியல. இல்ல இங்கெல்லாம் அமரன் தானே போட்டிருக்காரு. அமரஹா இங்க எதுக்கு why should we suddenly bring in simhaன்னு தெரியல. Maybe there is another kosha.
Maybe, yeah.
So here samyak abhivriddha rasaha sandra sauharda syandibihi ityarthaha. Sauharde hetuhu. So sauharda is suhritvam. He is such a friendship, such a good friend. So there is so much of friendship. The words were soaked in friendship. That's what she said. Sandra is thick. Sauhardam is friendship. Syandina அப்படியே சொட்டுறதுங்கிறோம் இல்லையா? தேன் சொற்ற வார்த்தைகளும் அதுதான் சொல்றேன். தமிழ்காரரும் சௌஹார்தே ஹேதுஹு कुसुमायुध बंधुत्वम. अत्र कुसुमायुध शब्देन कुसुम संपादके वसन्ते बांधव हेतुः अपि सूचितः. By saying that, instead of saying Manmathasya bandhuhu, he is using the word Kusumayudha bandhu, saying that he is bandhu because he brings the kusuma for his ayudham. He brings all the flowers, and so Vasanta is a bandhu in the aspect that he creates that atmosphere for Manmatha to flourish. So Suhrit Vachaha hi Vipadi Vishwasyam iti bhavaha. Suhrit is a person who will be the same, whether it is in Sampat or Vipat. Whether it is Sampat, whether you are in a good or not. Amarakoshatla irukadu. Okay. Shringarado Vishevirya Gunera. Okay. Then that Simha is Amarasimha here. Okay. Itham Rate Kimapi Bhutam Adrisya Rupam Mandi Chakara Marana Vyavasaya Buddhim Tat Pratyayacha Kusumayudha Bandhurenam Ashwasayat Samabhivriddha Rasair Vachobihi.
Some abhivriddha means that the rasa is growing abdina. Abhivriddha.
Abhivriddha.
Overflowing abdina.
Overflowing with rasa. நன்கு வளர்த்தப்பட்ட ஒரு ரசத்தை கொண்ட வார்த்தைகள். அத மதனவதூர் உபப்ளவாந்தம் व्यसनकृशा परिपालयां बभूव शशिन इव दिवातनस्य रेखा किरणपरीक्षय धूसरा दिनान्तं प्रतिपालयां बभूव. अथ after that, so after getting rid of all her karunam, shokam there, now she is in separation here, so she is looking forward to meeting Manmatha. So paripalayam babhuva, now is where the rati starts. Now is the shift from karunam to vipralambha. So sa madanavadhuhu, the wife of Manmatha, Upaplava Antam. Upaplava here would mean a disaster, right? Upaplava is more like she was waiting for the end of this disaster. So end of this obstacle that is there for her. So Pratipalayam Babhuva, she was Pratipalayati ityukte samaya yapanartham tatra, she was waiting for it. Vyasana Krisha, she was extremely thin because of this difficulty that she is going through, and she was waiting for the end of this stretch of obstacle kind of thing that is she is enjoying. In the sense, she's separation. This separation is for the end of the separation she was waiting. Just as how Shashinaha Rekha, the here also Madanasya Vadhuhu iti. Atrapi Shashinasya Rekha, a moon, the Rekha or the line of a moon, okay, the outline of a moon. Now it is completely, because it is during daytime, and Dinatanasya Rekha, during the daytime when there is the outline of the moon, it is not shining brightly at all, because the effect of the daytime is on the moon, and it is Dusara, Kirana Parikshaya Dhusara. It is completely hazy because of the Kirana. The light is completely Parikshaya. It is not there at all, being overshadowed by the sun's rays. So it is waiting for Dina Antam. It is waiting for the end of that day, so that it can again shine very brightly during night. So she is also waiting for Manmatha, so that she will get rejuvenated because of that.
Divatanasya nama?
Divatanam. Diva bhavam divatanam. Adyatana. Ityadikam vartate na?
Oh, adyatana iti nyatam. Divatana na every day.
Diva bhavam divatanam. Appadi. Adyatanam nalo. Adya bhavam adyatanam dane.
Oh, divatanam. Abdina in the sky abdiya.
Daytime இருக்கக்கூடியதுன்னு அர்த்தம்.
Oh, during the okay. Oh, the rekha during the daytime. The daytime rekha. Okay.
Daytime. Ama. During the day ன்னு அர்த்தம். So if you take adyatana, what is the meaning? How would you say that?
Daily.
Daily illa. It's not pratidina.
Nowadays. No.
It's not even nowadays. It's actually in today. In today's time.
What is today's news?
Appo today dane artham adu. That which belongs to today.
It belongs to today, correct. So Divadana belongs to the day. The dia, okay. So okay, the daytime rekha.
Ama. Yeah, we'll go through the Vyakhanam. So Rati Pralapa Prakaranam Upasamharati, he concludes the lament of Rati. So, atha madanavadhuhu vyasanakrisha upaplavantam pratipalayam babhuva. Atha shabdaha ayam avasthantara arambham dyotayati. So, it indicates that there is a change in the avastha, in the state of rati here. Karunasya pratyapatti ashaya. Vipralambatva praptihi. Pratyapatti ashaya, because she is going to attain him again, due to the hope of attaining, pratyapatti, attaining him again. Karunasya, the karunam now transforms into vipralambha. So it takes on vipralambatvam. Vipralambatva praptihi cha atra avasthantaram. So there is a shift in the avastha here. Akashavani madhava vachasoho anantaryavachi va ayam atha shabdaha. So atha can also mean the change in state with respect to rati, or atha can also indicate just that after hearing the words of the Akashavani and Madhu's, Madhava, Vasanta's words. That's all. Anantaryartham api bhavitum arhati, because atha can be in arambharthakam, mangalartha, or anantaryam. These are different meanings in which the verb, the abhyaya atha, can be used. So if you take arambha, then it is avasthantarasya arambha. Anya avastha atra arabhyate iti karanat atha shabdasya upayogaha. Athava, you can also say that it is after Akashavanyaha vachananantaram madhavasya vachananantarancha iti atha shabdasya prayogaha. Okay?
How do we know when exactly the Vipralamba starts and the other one ends? There is any clear demarcation line here?
Not line as such. That is why he says atha could just be an indication of that. Anga prathamam mandi chakara. Then tatprayat pratyayat madhavasya vachasaha ashwasaniyam. So there is an ashwasana also that happens. So we assume when he says atha in this shloka, it probably shows the indication that she has moved on from karunam and now it is pratipalayam babhuva ityapi asti. She is waiting. So that shows that she is going to be, she's going to rejoin her beloved again. That pratipalayati indicates a hope.
Karunasya pratyapatti ashaya. Pratyapatti enna?
Illa, இந்த கருணம் வந்து விப்ரலம்பத்துவ பிராப்தியோட கனெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. முதல்ல பிரத்யாபத்தி ஆசையாவை தனியா எடுத்துட்டு அதுதான் ஹேது. பிரத்யாபத்தி again attaining.
Oh, pratyapatti again attaining what?
Asha. So the hope of attaining manmatha again.
Manmatasya pratyapatti iti asha.
Asha tasmat karanat karunam tu atra vipralambho jataha.
Tatha. I see. Okay.
So madanasya vadhuhu ratihi vyasanakrisha vyasanaihi dukkha shataihi krisha sharira sati vyasanam dukkham. So because of hundreds of different kinds of trouble, she slowly, her body also started waning here, like the Shashi Rekha. Upaplavasya upadravasya antam avasana kalam. So upadravam here is some kind of an obstacle that is there which is separating the two of them. That is the shapa, the curse of Manmatha. Brahma cursed him because of Saraswati, right? So the Sandhya, he falling in love with Sandhya, and that is because of Manmatha iti karanat. Tatra yada parvatim parineshyati tada tasyapi punarujjivanam bhavati iti shapa avasana samayam pratipalayati. So upaplavasya antam. Upaplava here is an upadrava, a difficulty in the form of shapa. So the shapasya antam, avasana samayam pratipalayam babhuva pratikshan chakre, she waited for it. Atra upama. So the upama here is divatanasya shashinaha rekha kirana parikshaya dusara dinantam iva. So divatanasya ahani vartamanasya, that which is present during the day. Shashinaha chandrasya rekha kala Kirananam Rashminam Parikshayena Nashena Hetuna Dhusara Varna. Dhusaram is grayish color. So that is, it is not very clearly bright and white. So it is very Mangala Arkum Bomulyadam Dhusarangat. It's so dull and hazy because of Parikshaya, because of the Nasham of its Kirana, of its rays. Sati, Evam Sati Sa. Shashi Rekha Dinantam Iva Yatha Chandrasya Pratipatkala. Pratipatkala is the day before. So he takes, I think, the Pratipatkala, which is the 14th, the day before Amavasya.
So if it is the day after,
Prathama Tithi is
Pratipat. There is both Chaturdashi Amavasya Kapram Vardhu Pratipat Purnima Kapram Vardhu. Yeah, Prathama only, correct. Prathama. So I was just thinking of whether this is the first day.
Because it's relaxing, she's going to rise again, right?
Yeah.
Of her rise,
so it is the day after Amavasya. So Prathama Kala. Prathama Kala Chet, it's already not visible, and it's also covered by the daytime Surya's rays. Then it is furthermore, it is not visible at all. So Stadrisha Chandrasya Pratipatkala Vivarna Krishacha Sati Swa Tejo Vriddhikaram Dinantam Pratipalayati. She is waiting for the end of the day so that she can also increase in Tejas. Tatha iyamapi bhartuhu shapavasana samayam pratipalayati sma. So she was also waiting for, see, pradosham ityasti. Oh, pradosham iti patha. Sorry. There is another patha.
Dinantam nama pradosham iti.
Oh, dinantam.
Dinantam iti pradosham.
I thought there was. Inge paranga.
How is that pradosham?
Illa kirana parikshaya dusara pradosham natu dinantam iti.
But that's the same meaning.
Pradosha Vela alliya. Adha solra.
Dusk. Dinantam is dusk.
Pradosha Velangiradhu Sayam Sandhya alliya. Adha solra. So that's why it is an alternative reading. Atra Rekha Shabda Prayogena Upamane Karshyam Pratiyate. Rekha, because the word, see, we have the Vyasana Krisha iti Upameya Pakshe Vartate Kintu Upamana Pakshe tu Karshyam Nasti Tari Rekha iti Shabdena iva Tatra Krishata Pratipadyate iti. Okay, so Karshya Sahacharyat Upameye Dhusaratvam cha. The Dhusaratvam or the lack of brightness is there only in the Upamana Paksham. It is not given in the Upameya Paksha, so we have to take this dharma there also. So the Samana dharma is equal in both the Upameya Paksha and the Upamana Paksha. So, Adhikaha he is doing the switch.
So he has described her as Krisha, very thin. And the Kala in Pratipat is also very thin. And the Kala in Pratipat is Dusara, very hazy and very devoid of brightness. Now, the lady is also devoid of brightness because she is very sad and she's Vaivarnyam and all that. So, devoid of brightness in outlook and in health and state of mind, etc. So, he's saying you should do both. Do both.
So, atra ratehe tadrisha chandrakala upamanena priyasangama anantara bhavini kramena vriddhischa dhvanyate. So, the dhvani here is the priyasangama anantara bhavini vriddhihi cha. So, the vriddhi or her, she will also increase in, tejas, lustre as she meets with her husband later. So, that is being indicated here by that. Just as how the moon is also going to slowly increase and go up to Purnima, in the same manner, Rati will also, with the hope, she is going to increase when she sees Manmatha. Okay. So, he finishes off with one shloka here.
I was taken aback by this Pratipalayati in Pudusanaka. Like, Paripalayati is known. Pratipalayati meaning Pratiksha is, completely new to me.
Even I'm hearing it for the first time. Pratipalayati.
It's Pratipalayati. Samayam Pratipalayati irken nanche.
completely new.
Pratikshate is the most familiar.
Pratikshate, yes.
Pratikshate
That
is
is the...
very, very well known. Pratipālayati nu pudusa irukku enakku.
That is, என்ன தமிழ்ல ஏதோ ஒண்ணு இருக்குல்ல, waiting on the time, என்னமோ ஒண்ணு இருக்குல்ல, I'm not remembering the தமிழ்.
சமயத்துக்காக காத்திருப்பது தான் சொல்றது.
விழிமேல் விழி வைத்து
விழி வைத்து காத்திருப்பதா? அது வந்து கண் வழிமேல் விழி வைத்து.
வழிமேல் விழி வைத்த.
ஆமா.
That is, பாளையத்தி is protect, no? Here the
கண்ணால protect, கண்ணு பார்த்துட்டே இருந்துட்டு வெயிட் பண்றதுங்கிற மாதிரி.
I'm just trying to, yeah.
Okay.
Give the meaning to the prefix.
Pratipālayati. Okay. सर्गेऽस्मिन् करुणो रसः स्थिरतरो भावास्तु वारान्निधौ कल्लोला इव तत्र तत्र बहवः सम्मज्जन उन्मज्जने कुर्वाणा विलसन्ति हन्त नितरां दीना मदीया पुनः बुद्धिस्तस्य तथापि देशिक कृपा नावा एव पारंगता. Okay.
He's changed the meter, right? ரொம்ப தீர்க்கமா இருக்கு மீட்டர்.
இது வந்து நாட் காளிதாசா இல்ல, இது ரெண்டு ஸ்லோகமும் நாராயண பண்டிதரோடது.
அப்படியா?
His conclusive shlokas in the Vyakyanam. So asmin sarge, in this sarga, karunaha rasaha sthirataraha. It's firm in this sarga. Bhavaha tu, the other bhavas, varannidhau kallolaha iva, just like waves in a samudram. The bhavas, there are bahavaha, tatra tatra. Here and there have been many bhavas that I have described. Sammajjana, unmajjane. Sammajjanam and unmajjanam is going down and coming up. So sammajjana, unmajjane, sammajjana, unmajjane, yatha kurvanaha. Sammajjana unmajjane kurvanaha bhavaha bahavaha vilasanti. So the connection is like that. So many bhavas are vilasanti. They are shining here, making a sammajjanam and unmajjanam, going down and immersing and coming out. That is, it is suddenly going off and then it is also showing itself, manifesting, like how waves go down and up in a samudra.
Flow mari, yeah.
Tide and ebb. Ebb and flow ngra, yeah. Correct. Hanta nitaram dina madiya punaha buddhihi. My mind is very pitiable here. Nitaram dina. It is extremely small and unable to understand this kind of bhavas and everything. But then tathapi tasya deshika kripa nava eva param gata. Tasya param gata is sargasya parangata athava rasasya parangata. So I was able to cross this with the boat of deshika kripa. Deshika is guru. Swasya guroho kripaya eva atra nauhu tadrisha nava parangata iti. Ashlesha shatakadi padya rachana dakshasya narayana kshma devasya kritau गिरीश गिरिजा भक्ति प्रवृद्धोदये व्याख्यानेत्र कुमारसंभव पदार्थालोचन प्रक्रिया निष्णाते स्म चतुर्थ एति विरतिं सर्गो निसर्ग उज्ज्वलः. चतुर्थः सर्गः विरतिं एति निसर्ग उज्ज्वलः. The fourth sarga, which is very ujjvala, which is very bright by nature, nisarga ujjwalah. Viratim eti, it has now come to an end here.
Isn't that a part because it is about Rati? Idanim viratim eti.
Viratim eti. I know. Atra vyakhyane nishnate viratim eti sma. Okay. That sma goes there. In this vyakhyana, the fourth sarga is done. So this vyakhyana, which is nishnata in bringing out the meaning of Kumarasambhava's words. So Kumarasambhava padartha alochana prakriya nishnata. It is nishnata, it is a daksha, that is, it is kushalam. It is very, it is an expert in the prakriya, in the method of analyzing, alochanam. in the analyzing the words that are there, the meaning of the words that are there in Kumarasambhava. Girisha Girija Bhakti Pravruddha Udaye Vyakhyane. In this Vyakhyanam, which is also increasing the bhakti that is there for us towards Girisha and Girija. Girau Shete iti Girishaha. So one who is in the Kailasa, and Girija is one who was born out of Himavat Parvata. Aga use pannirkar. Girisha Girija. This Vyakhyanam belongs to Narayana Kshmadevaha. He is probably a small king in his region. Narayana Pandita is like a Kshmadevaha. He is like a king Arkla somewhere. Sahatu Aslesha Shatakadi Padya Rachana Dakshasya. So he has written a work called Aslesha Shatakam. I should check out if it's there. So he is an expert in creating works like Aslesha Shatakam. Many commentators have also tried their hand at composing and doing their own works also.
So the first part of this colophon is by Narayana Pandita, that is clear. The second part seems to be a homage to Narayana Pandita, so it's probably not written by him.
No, he has written himself. They do that. Most of these kavis, they have to include, even Sri Harsha also, every sarga he ends with his name, his father, his mother, everybody's name, and finishes that. So it's the poet himself, because the trend is the same. If you look at the shloka pattern, the earlier shloka and this shloka is the same. Very similar pattern.
And then this whole thing is in Saptami. It's not Vishaya Saptami. It's not Sati Saptami though. It is just
Saptami da. Nera, direct.
Saptami.
In the Vyakhyanatthila, 4வது sargam முடிஞ்சுடுத்துங்கறார்.
This is a Visheshanam, no? Nishnate Vyakhyane iti.
Nishnate Vyakhyane becomes this is a Visheshana to the Vyakhyanam. This Vriddhodaye is also a Visheshana. Kritau is also a Vyakhyanam.
Atra sma goes with what?
Eti.
Eti sma.
Viratim eti sma முடிஞ்சுடுத்து அப்படிங்கறார்.
Okay. Okay. Also, I was just thinking, the stotrangalam kuda illa iti
Srimad Bhagavad Gita
Bhagavad Puja
Bhagavad Pada Acharyahi Kritam. Those colophons may be written by them, may not be written by them. We don't know that. But if there is a shloka like this, then it is definitely written by them. This may not be his writing. Iti Shri Krishna Shishya Narayanasya ityadikam tu tasya prayaha bhavet na bhavet, we don't know. This is Malini Vritta. Atha Madana Vadhur Upaplavantam Vyasana Krisha Pratipalayam Babuva. Nana Maya Ya Yute Yam Malini Illa. This will be different. இது என்ன விருத்தம் இது போடல. அத மதன வதூர் உபப்ளவாந்தம் வியசன கிருஷா பிரதிபாலயாம் பபூவ சசினைவ தினாந்தஸ்ய ரேகா கிரண பரீட்சய தூசரா.
12 போயிட்டு இருக்கு.
12ன்னா வேற. புஷ்பிதாக்ரா. அயுஜி, it's a different ardhasama விருத்தம். இல்ல? Ayuji na yuga repato yakaraha yuji cha najau jaragaha. So ayuji in odd number of padam. Yuji would be even number of padas.
So ayuji le na yuga repataha yakara அப்படினா
na rendu nakaram rendu nagana, then one ragana, and then yakaraha, probably a yagana.
Oh, Nanaraya, 3 into 4, 12. Okay.
12. Idila na, ja, ja, ra, and then one extra guru.
Oh, guru. So
you have 13. 12, 13, 12, 13 varu.
Asamavritta, okay.
No, it's an Ardha Samavritta.
Ardha Samavritta.
Asamavritta ngarche, all 4 padas will be different. Okay. We will just start the first shloka of this and then go up. We won't read it. तथा समक्षं दहता मनोभवं पिनाकिना भग्नमनोरथा सती निनिन्दरूपं हृदयेन पार्वती प्रियेषु सौभाग्यफला हि चारुता. நல்ல செக்ஷன்.